When I find products that are going to help me as a gardener, then I get very excited. And such are these 3 guys here. Now, what makes me truly happy is that they are biodegradable, it's not plastic, and it's derived from the same stuff that this is made of. Now, you know how well this works. This is cocoa peat. They take it, mold it to form beautiful little pots like this. So you can plant them directly into the garden, or you could use them as like an intermediate space in between planting. So you get them in the 8 centimeter, they're 24 in a pack. This little guy, they're 48, and this is the 6 centimeter. Plus, the biggest win for me are these. So these are the little cavity trays, much like you buy your little seedlings in, but of course, they're normally plastic. How on earth do we use these all in the right way? Well, let's put these aside here and show you right from the beginning. Now remember, you've got this stuff. This is the palm peat, and this is this fine stuff over here. So it really has been pounded down to form this beautiful friable product, which we then use for seed sowing. So let's open this guy up and take a look, and we're gonna take you step by step and show you exactly how to do it. They really are quite robust. And as I said, you can cut them and plant them directly into the garden, or you can use them as a housing for germinating your seeds. And for me, I think that is the best option. So let's get to it. What you're gonna need is these little guys. All right, so we pop them down there. And then we're gonna take our palm peat, because remember, palm peat is what we germinate in. Why? Because palm peat is light, it's friable, it also helps to hold moisture, and it's got a good pH for seed germination. So all we do is we take it and we pop it in. There we go, nice and easy. Just round it off with your hand so that you're getting a nice level surface. Now please remember, when you have deconstructed an entire block, which is in here, guys, you don't need to use the whole thing. Please relax. You can just keep it here. I keep mine in this little Tupperware, as you see, and when I need it, I just grab it, use a bit, and then put it back. It will dry out over time. So if you find that it has dried out, just spritz it with a bit of water, and then it sucks up the water again, and you're good to go. For me, the fact that it's not plastic ticks all the boxes. I can reduce my plastic footprint. I am recycling it. And at the end of the day, if I do plant it in the garden, I know that it's biodegradable. And that ticks all my happy boxes. Next job is to get the seed sowing. Now, we've seen this before. There are many different ways of doing it, folks. This is a rocket. Rocket is quick, easy, and you can't have enough. So if you think you've got a steady hand, then you could sow directly. So you could literally take the packet like this, tap it, and you will then add some small seeds into each cavity, okay? If you are not comfortable with that, what I'd rather do is empty just a few taps of seed into here, and then I take a bit of my palm peat, add it into here, and then give it a good mix, okay? There we go. Now you can see the seeds are now mixed in with the palm peat. Right, from here, folks, all you're gonna do, take this and pop a little bit into each cavity. There we go. Nice and easy. There we have it. Right. So far, we have now got 12 little cavities full of our little wild rocket. Next step is as follows. Now, this is optional. If you are sowing seed when it's really cold, so winter time, I would strongly recommend that you use this product. This is called vermiculite, and we're gonna add a little bit onto each, but if it's during the height of summer, really good evening temperatures, very hot day temperatures, then this is not needed. But I will just show you how to put it on. You just sprinkle a very small amount on. There we go. And then take a little plank, and then you just firm it down. This is really important, to firm the seed down, to get the seed in contact with the palm peat, and of course with our little vermiculite, which is sitting on top. The final step, which is really important, is to always label it. Remember, when you're labeling, always use an HB pencil. That is the only pencil you want to use because it never fades, it never smudges. Pop it in, and then is your next step, which is watering and aftercare. So now what I want to do is put them into my little mini greenhouse. Now, the mini greenhouse is another one of the products that come in this range, and it really is a must-have if you're wanting to just get that edge on seed sowing. So now we take these little guys, pop them into here, all right? We're gonna give them a good watering and then pop the lid on. So another great thing about this, and you'll notice that I was watering and the water is sitting here in the propagation tray. Right, here it is here, and it's not going anywhere, and that's a good thing because as the seeds are needing it, so these guys, the cocoa, can actually absorb the water into our cocoa peat, into the palm mixture, and feed our little seeds. Put the lid on, close the vents, and be patient. Remember, folks, that you're gonna put your little propagator tray, your mini greenhouse, in a well-lit area, and most importantly, you don't have to water it again until your seeds have germinated. As soon as you see your first seeds popping through, open up your vents, and then you'll continue watering as and when they need, which is probably going to be daily. And folks, like every good cooking show, we've always got one that's already baked. In this case, already germinated. And there they are. Look at that beautiful little rocket spurting up. And now they're ready for the next step. And what might that be? There are different steps that we can take now. Remember that your palm peat is a sterile medium, so it's really important that you use something like Start Grow for the first few weeks of watering and then kick into multi-grow, which is really going to help them get going. At the point when they're about this big, same rocket, about 4 to 5 weeks later, you've got some various decisions to make. One, you can take them out straight from here and pop them into the garden, or you could take them from here and put them into one of your 8-centimeter pots. So in other words, growing it on to the next stage. Here's your little pot, and all you can do is add a bit of your palm peat in, take the little guy out. There we go. Pop him in here. And then you've got your next growing cycle. Remember, it's all about the type of plant, how vigorous it grows, as to what your next step is going to be. Not only are these little cocoa pots and seedling trays great for seed sowing, but they're also good for taking cuttings. So whether it's leaf cuttings, stem cuttings, or tip cuttings of whatever plants you like, use these containers because once again, they can be reused, biodegradable, and great for water absorption. So there you have many ways that you can use these cocoa pots in your garden, from seed sowing to taking cuttings to transplanting to maybe just that in-between part when you've got a plant and you need to take it to the next step. And it ticks all the boxes of environmentally friendly. So folks, these are just some of the gardening goodies that are available in store or online. Remember to visit the blog on the website to find more informative articles, great videos, DIYs, and gardening tips. Remember, get to builders and get it done.